The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman volleyball coach Dave Franklin, I'm Michael Wattring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman gets set for the SAC Peach Belt crossover. Coach, you look at this weekend, a lot of quality competition. Instead of the middle of the season like you got the last couple of years, this is right at the beginning of the season. You start off with USC Aiken on the road, a very difficult environment. What do you expect from the Pacers in that first match?
A lot of energy. It's their first night match. Definitely students are back. I'm sure they're going to bring a big crowd. It's a big regional match. So they're definitely going to bring a lot of energy. Our kids are going to be in another road environment and going to have to be able to execute. They're going to bring a lot of scrappy defense, and they're going to bring ball control. So we're going to have to match that.
It's a really interesting way that the schedule lines up. You play two matches, one Thursday, one Friday in Aiken, and then you hop on a bus, you go to Augusta for one on Friday, and then you play another game on Saturday. How does that impact how you try to coach and try to keep everybody fresh?
We set it up that way. We were given the opportunity to play Thursday night instead of playing two Friday, two Saturday. And I thought that was more advantageous for us, just more rest, even though we have to get up the next morning. Trying to play back-to-back matches can weigh on you. But this will give our starters a chance to refresh and come back in the next matches. It's still going to take a team effort. You know, we're not going to be able to play just our starters over 4 matches in 3 days and expect to win. So we're going to need the whole team prepared. There's enough of a gap there. They're only about 20 minutes apart. So we play at 10 a.m. and 4:30. We should have plenty of time to not be jet lagged per se. So I think we're going to be fine. It's a matter of just focusing on what we can control. And we show up, make sure we're mentally prepared to play, and see what happens.
It's a really difficult schedule, the way that it plays out. You get a lot of quality teams. Barton won the Conference Carolinas last year. Even though their record isn't solid this year, they started the year in Alaska against really good competition. When you look at the way that this weekend sets up, how is this a barometer as you get ready for conference play?
We're playing the Peach Belt teams to start with. There's 3 of those, and teams that we're anticipating finishing very high in that conference. And we have to compete against those guys for regional ranking. And Barton comes in from Conference Carolinas a lot of years, and they've won it the last 2 years. So we wanted to find out where we were. With us being the lone wolf for travel partners in the conference this year, we had to do this earlier than we would want to. But they're also early in their seasons, so it works both ways. The quality opponent will just give us, like you said, the great barometer. Where are we? What are our weaknesses? While this can have an effect on our season later in the year, it's not the end-all. We have plenty of time in our conference to understand we just have to keep improving, become the best team we can become.
Erin Edwards really stood out for you over the weekend. She was highly efficient, hit over 500 for the entire weekend, just 3 mistakes. Megan Oldenburger was solid. To have the depth that we talked about last week and to see it come out last weekend against those 3 teams, what did it mean to you as a coach to see some of those kids take that step forward?
Really exciting for them. Like we've talked about, they're going to play the game. So to see them, those kids worked really hard in the offseason. Freshmen make their strides in the spring because you get more one-on-one time with them. So to see their hard work pay off and for them to be able to execute it in the match setting and get that confidence is exciting to watch for them, and to look at it as a coach knowing what they want to accomplish gives them a chance to do that. Both those kids, though, are constantly looking to get better, which is what you're looking for. They came in, they watch film, and they understand the competition level is only going to rise, which is going to push me those few times I'm inconsistent. I'm not going to be able to do that against a better opponent. So hopefully they keep learning, but it's awesome just to see hard work pay off.
We talked about last year how this challenge really set the tone for the rest of the year. Like I mentioned, that was in the middle of the season. But how do you use this weekend to really set things up for conference play?
From my opinion, or from my standpoint, it just shows us where we're at right now. I know that's cliche-ish, but the idea is whatever we're doing, we're trying to become the best we can become. And in week 2, you're not going to be the best team you're going to be. And so can we be able to handle the emotions of, yes, this has an effect on our season, but we've just got to keep plugging along to become better, and to use these situations to learn and to see where we're at under the lights. Game day is different than practice. We saw that this weekend. And so what information is this game day and this level opponent going to reveal in us for us to go back and work on? And I think if that's our goal, I think results can actually take care of themselves. It's not like we're not trying to win, but I think the result will take care of itself if we're focused on the right things.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best luck this weekend.
Thank you.
He's Carson-Newman volleyball coach Dave Franklin. I'm Michael Wattring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.